Hey guys, Oblivion here, coming at you with the deck profile on my rank up Inari deck. A lot of people, I got a lot of requests saying that they want to see the rank up Inari deck, which I told them, like, I mean, I can if you guys want to, but then again, it's basically the exact mirror image of the Inari deck that I showed you guys before, but just a couple of cards different. But you guys still wanted to see it, so I'm here to deliver. I actually think that this deck is very budget for being competitive because the deck is competitive. I mean, you could even make it budget by not using Baylor and the Forbidden Lance and just taking in whatever you want. You don't even have to use XYZ Reborn. So you could use whatever you want, and the deck really will not be like, it won't be hinged. Like, it won't like fall apart or anything like that. So, you know, it's a really good deck. I actually think that it's really going to be budget, even because not that many people are going to go after Naruto C39 Utopia Ray V, because it requires 3 level 5 monsters. And to get its really good effect, you need a Utopia to be attached to it. So, you know, I don't see that many people utilizing either rank up magic. I think that rank up magic is actually going to be budget as well. A really budget spell card. As well with this one, not that many people are going to go after the Comet because he gets his effect with Burning Knuckler Meteor. And again, I mean, I don't really see that many people going for it. So I feel like this deck is actually really going to be budget. I mean, I already told you guys that these cards are literally like $1 a piece except the Baylor and the Lance and XYZ, but that's about it. You know, if you want to build this deck in real life, please go for it and just switch those cards out for whatever you want. You know, personal attacks or whatever, like a Grand Mole or something. But you know, let's just get to the deck profile, guys. I'm running 3 Flamvell Fire Dog. As you guys know, he's my favorite monster because his effect is just so good. When it destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 fire type monster with 200 or less defense from your deck, except Flamvell Fire Dog. And with that, you usually get out Flamvell Magician, 1400 attack, 200 defense. That's basically all you need to know, and it's a level 4 tuner, so you could go into synchros. Oh wait, I forgot to say. What I also like about this deck is that it has a lot of synchro. It has versatility, and when I mean versatility, I mean you could either go to an XYZ or into a synchros. Level 8 synchros are the best in my opinion, guys. So that's always good. So yeah, 3 Flamvell Magicians. One of my favorite combos to do is if my opponent doesn't have any back row, and you know, or I pop their back row or whatever, and they, you know, have like a weak monster on board, I usually will attack with Fire Dog, special summon the Flamvell Magician, attack with Flamvell Magician, main phase 2, special summon the Inari Fire, and I could either decide to go into a Shark Master, or I could go into first turn Comet, or you know, I could synchro, leaving my Flamvell Fire Dog on board, and then just keep on reusing his effect. So that's also a really good combo. I really like this deck. It's very explosive. I'm also running 3 Inari Fire. You can only control 1, but when you control a spellcaster type monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and when this card is destroyed by a card effect, you can special summon it during your next standby phase. So like I told you guys, this card also combos great with Scrap Dragon, because you could just, it's basically an infinite thing that you could just keep on popping and popping. So that's really good also. I really like Inari Fire because even when you like draw a Flamvell Magician or whatever, you can normal summon the Magician, special summon the Inari Fire, and go for a rank 4 or a synchro level 8. I really like Flamvell Magician, Fire Inari. He has a 200 defense and 1500 attack, so he's a rekindling target. You basically have 9 rekindling targets in the deck, so that's pretty awesome. That leads to like a lot of combos. I'm also running 3 Gravekeeper Spies. Gravekeeper Spy is an awesome card. One of my favorite combos to do in the deck is, I mean, the reason why I run Gravekeeper Spy, first of all, is because, you know, it gets another Gravekeeper, so that's quick XYZ if you need it to be. Also, you know, not that many things that are normal summonable that could get over 2000 defense. And plus, what I like about it is that it's not like, oh, it needs to be destroyed by battle. It's flip effect, so that's awesome. So what I like to do is, you know, they go whatever attack, I get another spy, then you can either normal summon the Magician, special summon the Inari Fire, and with that, you know, you have a lot of possibilities. You could go into 2 XYZs, or you can go into a synchro and an XYZ, which is fucking awesome. You know, I think that that's amazing. I really like the combo, so that's 3 Gravekeeper Spies for you. I'm also running a 4th target Gravekeeper's Guard. I'm not running Descendant because, as you guys know, Descendant could be a dead draw in the deck. It doesn't do anything by itself. I like Gravekeeper Guard because at least it pulls its own weight and bounces back monsters even if you draw it. So I'm also running 2 Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk is a really good card, I feel like, in the deck, even without, even if you don't, you know, if you're in a desperate situation or whatever, you could always normal summon a Summoner Monk and special summon an Inari and then go for an XYZ. So that's something really, really good. So I really like Summoner Monk in the deck. And I'm also running 2 Veilers. You know, Veiler, whatever, meta, blah, blah, blah. I'm running 2 Lance because to protect your XYZ and for synchros and fuck your back row, you know, Lance. 3 MSD, fuck back row. 3 Rekindling. You're running 9 targets, guys. Come on, 3 Rekindling. I feel like it's a must. Also, I mean, I do hate drawing into like 2 Rekindlings like first turn and like not having any way outs. But you know what? Every deck has its bad draws or whatever. So whatever. Still, I would run 3 Rekindling because Rekindling, again, you have 9 targets for, so that's awesome. For the Trinity, I'm running 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Heavy Storm, and 1 Mind Control. So, yeah. I'm also running 2 Rank Up Magic Variance Force. Variance Force is a really good card. I was contemplating on bumping it up to 3 since I never really see it when I really need it to, but I just don't want it to be a dead draw, you know what I mean, guys? But if you guys don't know what it does, it's basically target 1 XYZ monster you control, XYZ 1 number C, or Chaos XYZ monster of the same type of that monster. 1 rank higher than that monster, using that monster and its XYZ materials, if any, as a summon monster's XYZ materials. Then if your opponent controls a monster with XYZ materials, take 1 of those XYZ materials and attach it to your summoned monster as XYZ materials. That's a mouthful. Anyways, guys, what this basically does is it allows you to special summon a C XYZ or a Chaos XYZ with the same type, and it allows you to steal your opponent's XYZ materials. So that's basically the gist of it. So 2, pretty awesome. I'm also running 2 Call of the Haunted to bring back, you know, cards that I need, Scrap Dragon, Stardust, I don't know, Crimson Blade or whatever. 2 Bottomless, 2 Compulsory Evacuation Device, Solemns, and I'm taking in 1 XYZ Reborn just in case, you know, they go and they, you know, just in case, you know, whatever. I am also running, for the extra deck, I'm running 1 Crimson Blader. I was running Catastrophe, but I took out a Utopia for it, so, I'm sorry, I took out Catastrophe for another Utopia, but you guys will see why. Yeah, so 1 Crimson Blader, 1 Dark End Dragon. You guys are probably wondering, oh, how do I make Dark End Dragon? Basically, you know, I could either go Monk and then Magician, Dark and the Tuner, or I can go Magician and Spy or whatever, you know what I mean? So yeah, 1 Dark End Dragon, Stardust, Scrap Dragon, 1 Thought Ruler Archfiend. I'm also running 2 39 Utopias, guys. Reason being, I took out a Catastrophe for Utopias because, I mean, it usually gets bottomless or compulse, and I just like having 2. I mean, I feel like Utopia, the Utopia V is the easiest monster to really get on board. So I like running 2 Utopia just in case one gets bottomless or Mirror Force or whatever. So yeah, Utopia. Also, I've done this once. It was mad funny. You know, my opponent went to a Utopia and I talked like rank up magic, and I had a mind control. I was actually planning on using it for a monk. Then I was like, wait, let me think this through. I stole his mind control. I stole his Utopia with mind control, used ranked up magic, and I went into a number C39 Utopia Ray V. Basically, what this card does is basically it's a 2600 attack, so 100 attack more than Utopia. When this card is in its owner's possession, is destroyed by an opponent's card, either by battle or by card effect, and set to its owner's graveyard, you can target 1 XYZ monster in your graveyard. Return that target to the extra deck. While this card has a Utopia monster attached to it against its effect. So I don't really care for its first effect, kind of sucks really, but I really like the second effect. Once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card to target 1 monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's attack. So I really like Utopia Oblivion. Reason being is because it probably has more than like 4 materials attached to it. So it has Utopia as a material. That's one. It has. I usually never use Utopia as materials, so it has 3 materials. And if Barion's magic, if my opponent controls an XYZ, I steal one of his materials. That's 4 XYZ materials. So that's 4 times I could use its effect. And he's 2600, so that's pretty big. I'm also running 105 Burning Knuckler Celtus the Meteor. This guy's effect really, I don't know, it's pretty decent. I mean, it gets over like Spirit Reapers and stuff like that, but during either player's battle step, if a Burning Knuckler monster you control battles an opponent's monster, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card, negate the opponent's battling monster's effect on the field until the end of this turn. And if you do, your battling monster cannot be destroyed by this battle, and your opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken from this battle. So again, his effect really isn't the best, so I don't see that many people going on for this card. But this card is the bomb. Basically, 2800 attack, 2000 defense. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the destroyed monster's original attack. While this card has a number 105 Burning Knuckler Celsus the Meteor attached to it as an XYZ material, it gains this effect. Once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card, target 1 monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its attack. So that's pretty awesome for like face down cards and stuff like that. It's pretty sick. And for the rest, I'm only running the generics, Maestro, number 50, Photon Pep, Gaga Cowboy, and a number 16 Shockmaster. So yeah, guys, that's the deck profile for you. Hopefully you guys enjoy. It's very competitive, it's very explosive, the combos are ridiculous, and it's awesome. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the deck profile. This has been Oblivion, guys. Catch you guys later.